Hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? Can you hear me? Yeah. So the last class where we stopped. The last class what we discussed? The last class we discussed about object destructuring, right? The last class we discussed about object destructuring. Okay. So object destructuring not only for the objects, not only for the objects. Object destructuring is going to work for arrays also. So how it is going to work for arrays? See, for objects, if you observe, where obj equals to name Sachin, runs is like 20,000. If you want to destruct some property from the object, how you can destruct? From which object you want me to destruct? Find it. Which property you want me to destruct? Add that property. What is my property key? Name. Okay, do you want me to allow the change for this? No, you are performing the retrieve operation, means you should not allow them. So the thing is what? Constant. Now see this, my name, you can see or not. Yes or no? Now I have an array is there. I have an array. My array contains 10, 20, 30. Okay, can you tell me first value I want? How we can get the first value from the array? From the array, how we can get the first value? Come on. From the array, how we can get the first value? By using index, we can access, right? Okay, how we can access by using index? Array of 0, array of 1, array of 2. Okay, like this we can get it or not? Like this we can get it or not? So this is one way of accessing the elements from the array by using index. By using index, okay, we can access the elements of an array. Another way is, see, from which array you want me to get the data? Tell me. From which array you want me to get the data? From which array you want me to get the data? From this. So from this array, I want to get the data of what? 10, 20, 30. So can I hold the first value with one variable? Can I hold the second value with one variable? Can I hold the third value with one variable? I don't want to allow them to change it. Yes. Now see, my x value is what? 10. Y value is what? 20. Z value is what? 30 or not. All are okay. See, here you are you are holding these values with some references or not. X, Y, Z, A, B, C, I, P, Q, R, I, your wish that is. Got my point? This is the way you can destructure. Okay, you can destruct the elements from the array or not. All are okay? So far good? Any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? Okay then. So the next one is like, I want to introduce spread operator. I want to introduce spread operator in ES6. These all are like ES6 concepts. Spread operator, how we can use it. I have one object. Listen carefully, very, very important. I have one obj1, which contains n1 is like 10, n2 is like 20. Obj1 is this one. Object 1 is this one. I have one more object where obj2 equals to, okay, n3 is like 30, n4 is like 40, n4 is like 40. Okay, how many objects are there? Tell me here. How many objects? Two objects. One is obj1, another one is like obj2. One is like obj1, another one is like obj2. My question is very simple. I want to get the output. My output should be one object. My output should be one object. that object should contains all these properties. That object should contains what? All these properties. That means what? My output is should contains N110, N220, N330, N440. That means my final output should contains what? Object with 4 properties. Then how we can get it? I want to merge it. So how I can? My output type is what? My output type is what? An object. Yes. Should contains all the properties of what? All the properties of what? Obj 1. So I want to get all the properties. This is important. All the properties. Okay, if I write like obj1, this is what? This is like object, direct object you are tracing. I don't want object. I want properties of an object. That time you can use dot obj1. Okay, dot obj1. If I use, then that time, okay, it get all the properties of obj1 place inside the output object, comma, okay, dot obj2. It get all the properties of obj2 and place here. So obj1 2 properties, obj2 2 properties, 2 plus 2 4 place inside this object, and now see the output. See this. This is my final output or not. Okay, by using spread operator, we can merge the data or not. Okay, merge the object properties or not. Okay, if I write like this, my final output is what? My final output is what? My final output is like my array of 4 properties or array of 4 properties or not. Agreed with me? So now tell me, in the past dot if I use, I said like rest parameter. Now I'm telling like spread operator. When I can say one variable with 3 dots is like a rest, one variable with 3 dots is like a spread operator. You know, rest is nothing but it is always function argument. It is always like what? Okay, function argument. You define a function, inside the function one argument is like dot is there. That is always rest. Outside the function argument, wherever you see dot, we can say like what? Spread operator or not. All are okay? If you see like a function argument, it is like a spread up or rest operator. Outside the function argument, wherever you see this dot, we can say like what? It is a spread operator or not. Spread operator is used for what? To merge the object properties or not. In this case. Again, one more question. obj1 is this one, obj2 is this one. If I write, okay, like this, okay, listen carefully and tell me the answer, okay? First of all, this is valid or invalid? First of all, this is valid or invalid? 100% valid. See here, 2 properties placed from my obj1. Those properties are this one. See, internally it looks like this. Those properties are this one. 2 more properties are placed from my obj2. Yes. Okay, 2 more properties are placed. Properties only, not object, only properties. Okay. Now N110, N220, N330, N440, N550. Total how many properties? 5 properties. In my object, total 5 properties are not having. Now see my output. My output contains how many properties? 5 properties or not. Agreed? One. Now my output contains how many properties? 5 properties or not. Agreed with me? Yes or no? My output contains 5 properties or not. For example, if I write like this. For example, if I write like this. What is my output? What is my output? What is my output? First of all, how it is looks like. First of all, how it is looks like. obj1, obj2. First of all, how it is looks like. obj1 replaced with the properties of obj1. obj2, the properties of obj2. Total how many properties in my output object? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 properties are visible physically. But if you observe here, see this. If you observe here, first property you inserted. Okay, now tell me. Insert updation. Already syntax is same. Already key is there. My operation is insert. Key is not there. My operation is like what? Okay, key is like there. My operation is update. Key is not there. My operation is like what? Not there. Insert. First time n1 10. Before that n1 there or not there? Not there. So insert. n2 20 inserting. Before that not there. Insert. n3 30. n4 40. Okay. n2 100 there or not there? There. If it is there, duplicate key is not allowed in the object. The previous value override with the new value or n3 also there, so that my previous value override with the new value or not. So finally my output is this one or not? Yes or no? Come on. So my output is what? n1 10, n2 20, n3 300, n4 40 or not. So contains total how many properties? 4 properties only, but n2, n3 again update the previous values or not. Any questions so far? All are agreed with me? Yes or no? All are agreed? Come on. Okay, slight change. If I add these two here, what is my output? If I add these two here, what is my output? If I add these 4 properties here, what is my output? Same, think. Now see, first n2 100, n3 300, obj1 means n1, n2. n1 not there, so inserted. n2 already there, so that my n2 10 or 20 value overrides my 100 or not. See my output. See. n2 100 override by the next level n2 value or not? Yes or no? Order matters here. Got my point? Agreed? Okay. Internally, how it is looks like? Okay. Internally, obj1, obj2. Okay. What it means? n2 20. No. Okay. n2 is not there. So inserted. n3 30. n3 also not there. Inserted. obj1 means how many properties? obj1 means how many properties? n1, n2, 2 properties. 2 properties means, see, n1 not there, so inserted. n2 already there, so it is override with what? 20 or not? Yes or no? obj2 means 2 properties. 2 properties added here. Okay, n3 already there, so that it is 30. n4 there or not there? n4 there or not there? n4 there or not there? Okay, not there. So the final output is this one. So the final output is this one or read. All are okay? Understood or not? Okay, that's the reason my final output is this one. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay, okay then. See, the spread operator, okay, not only for merging the properties of an object, it is you can use for merge the elements of the array also, where array 1 equals to 1, 2, where array 2 equals to 2 comma 3 comma 4, for example. Okay, now where my array 3 equals to all the elements from array 1, all the elements from array 2. Now my final array 3 is this one or not? Yes or no? Are you able to merge the elements of the array or not? Two arrays or not? Now my output is what here? Okay, 10 comma 20. What is my output? Tell me. What is my output here? Array can contains duplicate values also, no problem at all. Okay, all the elements of array 1, all the elements of array 2, extra 10, 20 or not. Now this is my array 3 or not. So it is not only for, okay, not only for, come on, not only for objects. Okay, my spread operator is going to work for what? My spread operator is going to work for what? Okay, erase also or not? Erase also or not? Okay, so my final output is what? Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. If I write like this, array 1, array 2, okay, 10 comma 2. If I write like this, my output is what? 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and then 10, and then 2, and then 2. That is my output or not? All are okay? Yes or no? Agreed now? So far good? About the spread operator and rest operator, object destructuring, okay, object destructuring, array destructuring, arrow functions, lexical scope, all this stuff. All are agreed? Okay, and one more thing I want to introduce: shorthand syntax. Shorthand syntax. What is this shorthand syntax means? You can easily understand. Don't worry. So anywhere if you see the code like this, where obj equals to n1 is like 10, no? N2 is like 20. Anywhere if you see the code like this, okay, simply in your mind what it is going to run? This is an object. Object contains properties. Property is nothing but a key value pair. Key to value differentiate with colon. Key value to key value differentiate with comma. Everything satisfied. It is JSON. Like that in your mind is going to run or not? This concept. Yes or no? Okay, in case sometimes say this obj is this one. So my n1 value 10 is there. One of the variable value n1 value 10 is there. N2 value 20 is there. So don't hard code these values. Don't hard code these values. Those values are hold with what? Some variables. So how we can replace now? How we can replace now? Come on, where obj 10 hold with which variable? N1 variable. 20 hold with which variable? N2 variable. Now my obj is what? Yes, exact output you are getting. But if you observe here, what is my key? Key is always static. What is my key? Tell me. N1. What is my value reference? Tell me. Key is like N1. What is my value reference? Tell me. N1 only. Here, what is my key? N2. Here, what is my value reference? Tell me. What is my value reference? Tell me. N2 only or not? N2 only or not? Here, the key and value references both are same. For example, then that time you can write the shorthand syntax form like this. Don't think like by seeing the syntax, it is not an object. Don't think. Now onwards, if you see like this, it means my n1 key, okay, key is like n1, my value reference also n1, my key is like n2, my value reference also n2. Like that you can think. Understood? Come on, this is called as shorthand syntax form. Okay, now see the final output is never changed, right? See this, the final output also same or not? All are okay? Yes or no? Okay, I have one variable n1 equals to 10. I have one more variable n2 equals to 20. Now I need an object is like n1 is like 10, n2 is like 20. N2 is like 20. Yes, it is 100% correct. My value is like what? N1 10, N2 20. But the same way I can write N1 comma N2 like this also. It is a shorthand form. Now here you can get the same output or not. N1 10, okay, N2 20 like this or not. This is called as what? Shorthand syntax. This is called as what? Shorthand syntax. All are okay? Agreed? Come on. So for good everyone. Okay, now you are able to download this one. Download is going to work now. Now you can see the content. Okay, day 1 to okay till today all this content you can find here. Okay, you can download it also. Okay, this running notes you can download it also onwards. Okay, all are okay. So for good, shall we move to the next topic? Shall we move to the next topic? Okay, let's start. Now our next level discussion, I have one simple requirement is there as part of requirement. Okay, as part of this requirement, so many things we are going to cover. Okay, so many things we are going to cover. What is the requirement? Let's explain. Okay. Okay, requirement is very simple. Find the sum of two numbers. That's it. The requirement is like very simple, but we are going to cover multiple topics here. Okay, find the sum of two numbers. The two numbers are like dynamically required. So the template, how it looks like? How my template is looks like? Number 1. Okay, the next one is like number 2. Number 2. Okay, number 1 and number 2. Okay, number 1, it should allows to enter some value. One text box is required. Number 2 also it allows some value. One more text box is required. And finally here one button is required. One button is required. That button is like a sum. One button is required. If I enter 1 here, if I enter 2 here, if I click on the sum button, 1 plus 2 is like 3. That 3 I want to bind again in my template. Okay, this is my requirement. If my sum is like greater than 100, I want in the red color. Okay, greater than 100, the result should be in the red color. If it is like less than 100, the result should be in the green color. If it is like less than 100, the result should be in the green color. This is my requirement. Okay. See, if anybody give any requirement, okay, don't think like total everything is I can finish, then only I'm okay. I thought like yes, I can do this requirement. Okay, then only I'm going to start. Don't think like that. Is the requirement completely if you know or not an issue. Just to split it first. In this requirement, how much part you can complete it. First of all, complete it. How much part you can complete it. Okay, so far if it is only the requirement, how much part you can complete? How much part you can complete? One part you can complete, right? Okay, how to prepare the templates you know or not? By using React. This is my template. This template you are able to prepare or not? Number 1 text box, number 2 text box button I can create some value. If you want to place some container span or div h1, I can place it. This container I can prepare. Okay, this particular template I can prepare or not? Yes or no? That is one part. Okay, instead of starting nothing, just you can start something like this. Okay, just put like, okay, prepare template. That is the first thing. Okay, the next one. Your actual execution is going to start from where? Clicking on the button, so that you should know how to handle event or not. Which event in this case? Click event or not. How to handle the click event you should come to know. Now the next one. Come on, next one. Next one is what? At the time of clicking on the button, I want to find the sum of two numbers, right? Those two numbers inside where? Text box 1 or text box 2. So that, what you have to do? What do you have to do? Take the data from text boxes or not. Take the data from the text boxes or not. You should know how to take the data from the text boxes. Next. Come on, you have the data now. You have to perform some operation, right? Okay, do required operation, right? Do required operation. Next. Once I have the result, I have the result. Again, the result you have to bind in the template or not. Bind the result or not in the template. Next. Next. If you have the result, okay, I need to apply red or green. I don't know. That is depending upon the result. So dynamically, you have to add some CSS or not. Apply styles dynamically or not. Yes or no? As part of this requirement, these many things we need to cover or not. All okay? Yes. No. Shall we? Okay. First part. Let's start. Now, sum.html. Simple name you can do. Sum.html. Next. Sum.html. Next. I need a container. What is my container? Okay. Recommended element is like you can put any container, no problem. Next. I want to place a content. How we can place the content? By using a component. Who recognize this one like a component? Who recognize this one like a component? React library. React library. Who recognize this one like a component? React library. Next. You want me to leave this component like this, or you want this component to prepare some template? Some template I want to prepare. So what is my template? Tell me. How many elements you can write, it is not a matter. All the elements should wrap with a single enclosed element. Now the element is div. I want to use it. I need 4 lines, line to line, some gap. Can I take para? By default having the margin. In the first para, I need number 1. Okay, and I need a text box. In my second para, what you want? In my second para, what you want? Number 2, one more text box. In my third para, what you want? In my third para, what you want? Button, sum, close my button. In my fourth para, what you want? In my fourth para, what you want? Okay, I need, okay, result. I need result, close my P, close my B. What is my result? Okay, just you can add 1, 2, 3, whatever you want, you can add. Okay, here my result is like, okay, one span you can take it, 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. Finally, my template, okay, I prepared or not. Whatever the content you prepared by using this code, that code terminology wise, what we can say? The content what you prepared by using this code or not? This code, what we can say terminology wise? In the React, whatever the content you prepared, for that content you used this code, right? This code terminology wise we can say like a JSX. JSX code should compile. Who can compile the JSX code? Who can compile? Come on. Who can compile? Babel. Okay, can I assign this work to whom? To whom you want me to assign this work? To my script. So how we can? Type equals to text Babel. Done. Now this is like a component recognized by React. This content is compiled by Babel. I am ready with the content. So can I place that content inside the container? Who can place that content inside the container? Script source equals to react dom.js or not? Yes or no? So what is the code you want me to write? Get the root element first. How we can get the root element? Come on. How we can get the root element? How we can get the root element? constant root equals to, now onwards I don't want to use var, let constant. Okay, var, okay, I want to use let or constant. Okay, if you don't want to change it, use constant. React dom dot render. Okay, what is that? Document dot get element by id of root. I have the root element. In the root element, I want to render what? I want to render what? In the root element, I want to render what? What do you want me to render? Yeah, done. Now can I run this? If everything is okay, I can see my template or not. Okay, no problem. Inspect it. Go to console. Target container is not a DOM element. That means what? The reference you are not getting proper. Document dot get element by id. React DOM dot create root. Create root is the method. Okay. Yes. Are you able to see that? Are you able to see that the template is ready or not? Template is ready or not? So our official website, you know, right? What is our React official website? Our React official website is what? Come on. Don't know? Reactjs.org is the old one. Okay, recently, 3 months back. Okay, 3 months back. Okay, they created one more new website. React.dev is the official website. React.dev is the official website. Okay, reactjs.org is the old one. Click on the learn React. Click on the installation section. In the installation section, if you observe, okay, try React locally. To try React locally on your computer, download this HTML page. Can I click on this? Yes. If I click on this one, can you see this code? How it looks like? Come on. This is HTML header. I don't want to write already. That is placed by browser. Title, if you want to place, you can place it. Container, there or not there? Yes. Okay, created a component. Who recognized that component? See this. This is my content delivery network. From here, you can download it if you want. Next thing, this is the content. This is the code I used to prepare the content. This code is compiled by whom? Babel. See this. This is my Babel library or not? Yes or no? Once you have the compiled code, I want to do what? Render the content inside the container. So can I get the container first? Document.get element by id. Can I create the root element? Document.react dom.create. I added these two lines in a single line. And then can I render that component? Yes or no? Same thing, right? We discussed. Come on. Okay, that's the reason. Try, okay, React in your local, follow this one, few days only. Okay, next 20 days you can follow this one. After 20 days, we are going to create a project, start a new React project. Now, if I click on this one, see this, there has a next.js one command is there to create an application by using npm. That time we'll discuss those things. Okay, meanwhile, can we use this one only? All are okay. Come on. All are agreed? Okay. Any questions, anyone? Okay. Now we have the editor also in the kalamschools.com. If I click on the go to editor, if you want to practice React directly, you can practice here. Okay, see this. Here you can write your stuff. Okay, whatever the component you want to place here, just you can write here. Okay, my component is what? This is my component. App is my component. Copy this. Okay, if you want to practice and tell. Okay, here you can add it. Okay, my component name is what? App is my component. App is my component. Now, if I click on this execute, okay, now you can see the result. You can see the result. See this. Got my point? If you want to practice directly, you can practice here. At the same time, we are going to add in future, okay, some programs also. Repeatedly asked some programs, HackerRank, okay, programs. Those programs also I'm going to add here, okay, 20 to 30 programs. Okay, those programs directly you can, okay, you can run in this editor. Like this we are going to do. Got my point? That would help to you. Okay, directly you can practice here itself. Okay, for now, okay, you can use this editor, and this batch you can use this link. This link you can use it. Okay. Now, first body is completed. What is the next thing? Come on. What is the next thing? Come on, template is done. Template preparation is done. Next. Handle the event. This is an important, right? Handle the event. Okay, if you click on the button, then only, right? I want to perform some operation. You need to handle the event or not? You need to handle the event or not? So, how we can handle the event? Which event you want me to handle? Okay, is there any names are there? Okay, event names, different events are there, right? Okay, tell me some event names. Click on the button, click event. Okay, you focused on the text box. Okay, this is the focus event. You came out, okay, like this. Okay, just you came out. Okay, before that, on blur event. You focus on the result. Okay, focus event. Okay, double click event. Like this, multiple events are there. Hey, I need that event names. How you can get it? Don't worry, yeah. Go to our developer console window. Don't worry about the names. Worry about that names. Go to developer console window. Go to console. Here, just type on. That's it. On. Say this. Whatever the list you can find here, these are like JavaScript events. These all like JavaScript events. Okay, some are we are going to use, not like all. Okay, these all are like JavaScript events. So the thing is, but you require React events, right? Yes or no? You require which events? React events, right? So I'm showing like JavaScript. I said like whatever the JavaScript events are there, same event names we are going to use in the React. That's the reason I'm showing. Okay, so which event you want? Click event. See this on click there or not there? Yes. Okay, double click there or not there? Yes. On blur there or not there? Yes. On focus there or not there? Yes. On mouse events, these many mouse events are there. Okay, on keyboard events, these many keyboard events are there. These many keyboard events are there. Whatever the events are there in the JavaScript, same events we are going to use where? In the React. So which event I want? On click event. So where you want me to add an event, I want to tell something about, I want to add some extra feature for my element, where you can add as an attribute or not. So my event is an attribute format. First is a key, my event name. Next is my handler. Handler is nothing but what? At the time of clicking on the button, I want to perform some operation, right? I need to write some functionality, right? So that handler function you have to write here. Okay, then we'll see later that one. First of all, focus on this one. So what is my event name? Come on click. Okay, the name is like I taken from where? JavaScript, right? JS. Okay, this is my event name. But the same event name I can use in the React, but slight change is required. What you know, all are like lowercase letters, right? But the same name you can use in React with camel case. Don't use like a lowercase letters. That is only the change. Whatever the events are there in JavaScript, Okay, all the events you can use in the React also. Okay, in the React JSX code, you can use it. The slight difference is what? JavaScript events are like lowercase letters, all are in the lowercase letters, but here you have to use like a camel case letter. That is, camel case is nothing but first starts with the lower and then uppercase. All are okay? Come on. Up to here, okay, everyone? Up to here, okay, everyone? Yes or no? Okay, then the next thing is what? You added an event. Event handler is required or not? Handler is nothing but handle some functionality at the time of clicking on the button. Handler means one function. So first of all, if you want to mention the function here, first function is required, right? So can I create the function now? Where? Inside the component. So how we can create the function? You know, right? How we can create? By using function keyword you can create. By using arrow functions also you can create. So that constant arrow functions only now onwards. Function click, any name you can give, but proper name you can do. This is my function. Now you can ask a question. Hey, this is and this one both are like syntactically looks like same. Okay, how we can say this is like a component? How we can say this is like a function means based on the uses, as I said. If I use this app element format with a capital letter, what I can say? It is a component. Okay, if you use like anywhere like a function, okay, then we can use like what? Okay, we can say like what? It is a function, normal function or not? Yes or no, based on the uses. Okay, now I have the handler method just for our checking purpose alert. One message I am going to put here, click function click called. Okay. So can I refresh the page? Yes. Can I refresh the page? Warning. Expected on click listener to be a function instead of got value string. Okay, one warning they given. So warning, what you understood? Can anyone? On click listener. Okay, on click listener to be a function means what? On click is an event. Whenever you trigger an event, the listener who listens that event to be a function. Now I am getting like a string. Like that, he given one warning. Okay, so here instead of string, what you want me to place? Function or not? So that function. Yes. Function like this only like this that one also will see. Now tell me, can I refresh the page? Same stuff, same. Why on click listener to be a function instead got the string value only? Why? Because you added like what? Double quotes means internal whatever it is a string only, right? Yes or no? Yes. So can I remove this string? If I remove that string, now we can get the Babel error. Why? Can anyone? In the JSX code, wherever the JavaScript related code is there, that JavaScript code should be enclosed with what? An expression or not? Yes, sir. Come on. Should be with an expression or not? Bind with an expression or not? Yes. Now come here. Now come here. Now, can I refresh the page? Can I refresh the page? Yes. If I refresh the page, function click called. Yes, my handler method, okay, my listener method called. But tell me, at the time of loading, you want me to call the listener. At the time of clicking on the button, you want me to call the listener method. Tell me. At the time of clicking on the button, right? Not at the time of loading, right? Okay, what's wrong with this code, you know? Okay, first warning, did you observe? On click, listener to be a function, he said, but you did what here? What you placed a function of function caller. This is function or function call. Come on, it is a function call, right? But exactly he mentioned like listener to be a function or not. So can I remove this call? Now can I check it? Can I refresh the page? Can I click on the sum? Yes. Okay, my listener function able to listen my event or not? Grida? Yes or no? Come on. So tell me, in React, okay, any event you can bind to any element, the listener to be a function or a function call. Always my listener to be a function or not function call. My listener to be a function. Okay, the second step also done. Second step also done. The next one is what? Next one is what? Next one is what? Next one is what? Come on, you have to take the data, right? Where is my data? Tell me. Where is my data? Where is my data? Come on, text box 1. Where is my second number? Text box 2. If you want to take the data from the text box 1, first of all, text box is required, right? Yes or no? Okay, how we can get the text box in JavaScript? This is my text box. Okay, no ID, nothing is there. Can I use the selector, copy selector, go to console? If you have the selector, which method is there to get the reference? Query selector in the document. Now my selector is this one. Now my input is ready or not. I have a text box. Once you have the text box, can I get the value? Yes. Sanoa. First of all, I need to get the text box or not. After that, we can think about what is the value, how we can parse it, and everything will later. We'll think later. First of all, I need to get the text box reference or not. So, can I use this code to get the text box reference? Can I use this code? But it is completely JavaScript, right? I don't want to use JavaScript. I don't want to use JavaScript. I want to use React code to get the reference of an element. So how we can get the element reference? Let's go to our content. There has one section is there, hooks, React hooks. There has one section is what? React hooks. Okay, there has multiple hooks we are going to discuss. One of the hook which is related to get the reference of an element. Which hook? Which hook? Use ref. Use ref is the hook. Use ref is the hook. Got my point? Okay. By using use ref hook, our goal is like what? By using use ref hook, our goal is what? To get the reference of an element or not. I don't want to use document.get element by ID, tag name, class name, all this stuff. Okay. Okay. How to get it? We'll see. Okay. Tell me, what is document? What is window? What is document? Can anyone tell me the difference? Window and document. Come on. Window and document. Window is what? It's a super object, right? Super object. What is document? What is document? Represents the content using, okay, in JavaScript. Represents the content which is loaded inside the browser, okay, in JS, in JavaScript. If you want to represent the content, see this much content loaded right inside the browser. If you want to represent this content in JavaScript, how we can represent, how we can get the whole content? By using document. Document is a variable which is used to represent, okay, the content. This code, if you open, this is completely pointing to your elements tab only or not. Observe your elements tab if you want to represent, okay, in the JS by using which variable? By using which variable we can get that content and everything by using the document variable or not. All are okay? Okay, all your elements inside the document only. See this? That's the reason. If you want this element, okay, where you want me to check? In the document only, right? So in my document, okay, I want this particular element by using ID. So how we can, okay, in my document is which type? It's an object type in JavaScript. Document dot, okay, get the element by ID of root. Okay, then the type you can get the root element or not. See this. All are okay. If you want to get an element by using an ID, or get element by ID method, you can use it. If name is there, tell me document dot get element by name. Okay, name, for example, any name. Okay, now I don't have anything. Okay, if I write like this, tell me the difference, the return type of get element by ID and element by name. ID is always unique. It is gives me exact element. Name, we can use the same name for a multiple elements or not. One best example, radio button is there. Radio button input type equals to radio, name is like gender for male. Input type equals to radio, name is like gender for female. Same name you used multiple elements or not. Possibility there or not there? Yes or no? Tell me. In the class, same name for multiple students we can, okay, possibility there or not there? Multiple students have the same name or not in the class, but roll number is a unique, right? ID like a roll number. So that get element by name, only one person you can get it a multiple, sir. So it is a list format. The next one, document dot get element by class name. Tell me, class name. Tell me in the school only one class is there, a multiple classes. The possibility, tell me. In the school only one class or multiple classes? Okay, there has multiple classes, right? So in my DOM also, okay, multiple elements having the same CSS class or not? Why? Because the same CSS, if you want to apply multiple elements, you can use the same class for multiple elements or not. So it is also a list only. It is also a list only. The next one, document dot, okay, query selector is there. Query selector. Query selector, okay, it selects first matching element. Okay, query selector you can write like what? One selector can select multiple elements also or not. One div is there, inside a div, 3 spans there. Okay, how we can represent the selector? Div greater than span. Div greater than span. If I give the div greater than span for query selector, okay, query selector all same. Query selector all same selector. If I give query selector, gives me this selector selects multiple elements. Possibility there. First element only it is going to give. So this is first element. It means one element only it is going to give. But here, okay, div parent, inside that one, how many elements whose name is like span, all the elements you can get it. That's the reason my query selector is a direct element, you can get it. Query selector all is like all the elements you can get it. So query selector all is what? It is a list again. Got my point? What is DOM, if anybody asks? DOM stands for document object model. DOM stands for document object model. Okay, it is a terminology to represent, okay, the data which is inside the elements tab. Document object model. Got my point? DOM stands for document object model. Okay, in JavaScript, document is this one, right? It's a DOM. It represents the DOM. Okay, in your HTML elements tab, whatever it contains, that is DOM. Got my point? Okay, stands for document object, okay, model. Okay, now come here. Okay, The query selector all. Get element by ID, class name, tag name also there. Document dot, get element by tag name. You can take it, tag name. Tell me, possibility, tell me. In the body, multiple elements having the same tag or not? Possibility there or not there? Okay. In the body, multiple elements can have the same tag or not? Yes. That's the reason. It is also what? A collection or not? Get element by ID, query selector directly gives the elements. Remaining or like a list of elements it is going to give. Okay. A name, class name, query selector, or tag name. Okay. Okay, then we'll see remaining things in tomorrow's class. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.